Hi, it's Tracy Bill. Now, you may notice some days I'm wearing the same shirt, and that's because I am actually creating these podcasts for you. Sometimes I do them all in one day. I'm inspired. I have lots of information. I just record them in 5-minute snips because I know that's about all you can handle. Not that you don't have a great attention span, but you have a lot to do. So I'm breaking these up and bringing them to you. I hope that's okay. What I want to talk to you about today is trust. If you're in our coaching program, and even if you're not, you can relate to this, but we're always talking about the importance of connecting with your prospects. The connection, the connection, connection. People buy from people. And many people in our industry still don't get this. They're selling a building. And we know they're selling a building because they're not pre-planning for tours. They're not drilling down and really digging and finding detailed information about their prospects. They're too busy selling. And those buildings are not full. Actually, their occupancy is going down because they're losing more each month than they're netting up. So one of the ways that you can make impact today, literally you can get a check today if you listen closely to what I'm about to tell you or remind you if you're in our coaching program. Trust. Trust in business has collapsed by 20%. So it's gone from 58% trust factor in '08 down to 38% today. Now, this was from August 4th Bloomberg report. So think about that. The trust has gone down dramatically in people buying products and services today. However, trust is inkling back up. It went back up 12% last week, so it's turning around a little tiny bit. But the reason I'm kind of giving you these numbers is just to show you what a nosedive the trust factor took due to the meltdown of the economy. All the CEOs that had basically been greedy, and the organizations, it's not just the CEOs, it was the managers, the salespeople. People were taking, things for granted and just, if you think about it, the consumers were buying everything without really looking at what it cost because they were sucking the money out of their houses and their equity lines to buy it and running up their credit cards. We're all to blame for this. But the consumers projected it onto the companies that allowed them to get into these troubles, the credit card companies, the banks who approved the loans they couldn't afford. So my point is consumer trust is way down. So that means people coming in to look at your community, they're very weary. They're wondering if they can trust what you're saying is true. They're wondering what you're hiding that you're not telling them, which is why you've probably noticed a lot of people are asking what the increases are going to be. And they want to see that in writing in your rents because they're so scared they're going to run out of money. So the most important thing you can do, in my opinion, to establish trust with your prospects is to get out your inquiry connection sheets and use that on that first experience with your prospect, whether it's over the phone or it's a walk-in. It's not about us, it's about them. We need to take the time to say, hey, do you mind if I ask you a couple quick questions so I know best how to help you today? Because really, we have a great community, but we want to make sure it's a fit for you. And the only way I'm going to know that is to learn a little bit more about you or about your mom or your dad, whoever it is you're talking about. And then take your time. Stop watching the clock. Don't worry if your phone is ringing or if you're missing a meeting, the meeting will go on without you. It's okay. And don't worry about the emails that are coming in. I want you to focus exclusively today and tomorrow and the next day. Just slow down. Slow down and focus on that individual person before you and their challenges, their concerns, their fears for them or their loved ones. And just ask the questions on the connection sheet from the heart. Be sincere. And don't just ask the questions on the connection sheet. Branch off. Ask the questions that are on your mind. Listen with great attention to what people are saying because that's going to prompt you to ask more detailed questions and jot them down on the connection sheet. Circle the ones that are very relevant in their responses. Circle those statements so you can refer back to them when you're going for your close. And realize that the more that you ask, the better you listen, okay? The more you're going to learn. And then in your close, when you go back and you kind of recap, so based on what you've told me today, and you look at the things you've circled and pay attention to what you've heard, and you recap what you've heard, and you can state it back to the prospect followed by an optional close if you're on the phone to come in for an appointment tomorrow, today, or if they're already there, you don't have to close on anything. You're going to tell them you're going to take them around now after you recap on their needs and show them how your community might be a fit. You're going to find that people trust you so much more. They're listening, they're engaged, and all you have to do is match their needs to your solution, and you can get a deposit today. And the last thing I want to say is you have to believe. You have to believe you can get the deposit today. Stop thinking it takes forever to close a sale. If people are there, it's because they have a need. And if they can see that you have a solution, they'll buy today because they want their problem solved. So please take action today. Go to our Fanbook Facebook page. It's on my website at tracybuild.com. Let us know this afternoon or tomorrow morning how this technique worked for you. We'll watch for your comments. I'll give you my feedback. We want to engage with you in every way possible to fuel your success. Thank you and have a great day.